Okay, Maxwell, are you ready? We'll show these people how to put this bin store up, yeah? Right. So when you get your bin store, it will come disassembled like this in a flat pack type of design. So we built it for transport and obviously, manoeuvrability on site. Getting it through garden gates and things like that when it's fully assembled can be a bit difficult. We'll just show you how easy these are to put together. Should take 15 minutes, 10 minutes really, but about 15, 20 minutes tops. So this one is a cedar slatted bin store. It's what we call our hybrid version. So this has a pressure treated internal framework. So that's the difference in the colour of these timbers. The reason for this is it saves a bit of cost. If you can have a cedar frame internally, but cedar, as we know, is a very expensive timber, and if you're not seeing this, and we can reduce the cost a little with the timbers that you're not seeing from the exterior at least, then it makes sense to do this. So when you get your bin store, it will arrive on a pallet. When you get your bin store, it will arrive on a pallet, and what you want to do is just separate the components. You've got the back panel there, which is easily identified. You've got your side panels, and these are labelled. You can see up there, the lads have the lads have labelled these. And you will get your front section, this being a double. The doors are already attached already, so we'll just put that over to the side. Right, we will crack on. Oh, one minor point, you'll also get a box of fixings there, and you can see that the screws, here comes Maxwell, thank you Maxwell for helping. The screws that Maxwell is pointing out here are colour coded. These ones green and yellow on this occasion. Yours may differ slightly, but you're just looking for the correct screws, and you can see on the framework where the colour coded screws are required. So it makes the right screw for the right job easily identified. Right, we will crack on and show you how this goes together. So first of all, you'd start with your back panel and just bring that out to your area where you're going to be building your bin store. And what you're going to do, first of all, just to help hold this up, is you're going to line this interconnect piece up, that goes in the centre. You're just going to line the two pieces of framework together so they are flush, and you'll see pre-drilled screws all the way down, and you'll just be sending the screw straight through that framework into the back one. Simple as that. We'll just put a couple of screws in just for this demo purpose, but you would just finish by putting the third screw in there, and you can see that's holding itself up. Okay, and then you take one of the sides and attach that next. So we'll put that here, and so we're doing the left hand side here, and again you are lining up, let me just come out, you are lining up this framework, this back edge of this framework, to the front face of this framework there. So you'll see that Peter is just manoeuvring that in position, fits into position. Now let me just show you from the outside what Peter was doing there. So he was lining up. Let me just show you from the outside what Peter was doing there. He was lining up these slats just so they were, see how there's a small lip. Let me try and get that. Okay, I'll just show you what Peter was doing there. So he was lining up the slats here where these overhang ever so slightly, and this framework, so they just tuck in nice and neat. You'll see there, just bringing them two pieces together and then connecting from the inside like we did with that other piece. So you can see connecting those up. Okay, so we've got our left hand side on, the back piece is connected, you've got your internal support there, and we'll just put the other side on now if Maxwell will kindly move out of the way. Maxwell, like to be in the thick of it, don't we? Okay, lined it up, screw straight through, screws out the green bag. Okay, you can see there, all ready. And we'll bring the front over now and attach that on. And what that will do is, just get in there before Peter brings us over, you'll see there's a slight overhang here. And what we'll be doing is we'll be taking this framework and tucking it under. So we'll do that now. So you can see here, they're just lining it up, tucking that framework underneath. So that little overhang that we were talking about is just supported on this framework here. And then from the inside, I'll show you from the inside, watch, I can just scoot in, get inside, just to show you what's what. So from the inside, what we're doing is we're connecting the two pieces of framework together. So these are flush, and you're sending a screw directly through this into this front piece. Okay, and this is on the internal piece, the centre one. And then you would do exactly the same on the side piece there, and then this other side piece here. And you can see all pre-drilled, all ready to go, and all you're doing is sending it through directly through, straight through that. It's already pre-drilled and into this one, and what that does is clamps these two pieces of timber together, makes them extremely sturdy. Right, so once your framework is all screwed together and connected up, it's just a case of then attaching your lids. So again, pre-drilled, ready. Can you see those? Yeah, there we are, pre-drilled and ready. And all you would do is simply line the hinges up, so like shown here. So you would simply line the hinges up and screw them in place. So if you've got someone to just hold that hinge up when you do this, makes life simple. And we'll just put a couple of screws in just for demo. You would just finish off by attaching those additional screws. Okay. You do the same with the other lid here, nice and straightforward. And as an optional and extra, we offer these lid stays. Some clients choose to add them on as an extra. And what happens is it will come attached to the framework, usually held up with a little bit of tape just to keep it secure while it's transported. Undo that. Simply swing it around the framework, and then this piece here, this top piece, is just going to manoeuvre, and basically it's going to manoeuvre and go into the pre-drilled holes into the framework for the lid. Okay.
What do you want to do from this? If you want to watch this lid. Better? Yeah.
Okay, that's just going to simply go into the pre-drilled holes. Okay, a couple of screws, we're just showing the one for the moment. And you can see there then that the lid stay is in place, and that holds your lid up so you can get your waste in and out. The chain that is for putting through the handle of the bin store is taped up. You would just undo that when you've got your wheelie bin in. Just simply loop that through the handle of your wheelie bin, and then as you lift that lid, it will automatically lift the lid of your wheelie bin so you can put your waste and your rubbish in there. And that's it. Easy as that. I hope this helps. Thank you.